that up for our viewers on the video wall here. So what are the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats as far as the Congress in Rajasthan is concerned? Remember, they are the incumbent. As Sanjeev was mentioning a moment ago, there is a massive social welfare push. Let's not forget, Mr. Gehlot was the first chief minister in the country to introduce LPG cylinders at 500. Now, the BJP is matching that up with Ujjwala at 600. A united bloc to try and challenge the rival BJP. Right now, over the last 3 months or so, they've managed to paper over the cracks between the pilot versus Ashok Gehlot fight. But it is there. It is very much there. There was open rebellion by Mr. Pilot. It all began with this understanding that Mr. Gehlot will be moved to Delhi. He'll be asked to contest the Congress president elections. He didn't want to do that. There were about 90 odd of his MLAs who had openly revolted. The High Command had no choice. They had to bring in a compromise candidate like Mr. Kharge. So that's where it really started. But let's also move on to what possible weaknesses are. There is a poor track record when it comes to women's safety, and we've seen numerous cases of atrocities against women in Rajasthan. There's also what happened in Udaipur with the beheading of Kanhaiya Lal. We don't know what kind of impact subliminally that is going to have on the electorate. And then, of course, opportunities and threats. Bharat Jodo. Bharat Jodo played a key role in Karnataka. It also could possibly play a role in Rajasthan. Mr. Gandhi did cover quite a few parts of Rajasthan in the first leg of his Bharat Jodo. The threat, of course, is this, that since 1998, for the last 25 years, much like Kerala used to be and Tamil Nadu used to be at one point of time, it's always alternated governments between the BJP and the Congress. Can Mr. Gehlot buck that trend? For the BJP, the biggest strength, of course, is the Modi factor. No doubt about it. And all the more so now because they're not projecting any other local face. So the only projection is that of Mr. Modi. Mr. Modi is the biggest factor for the BJP in Rajasthan. His mass appeal and his popularity. Welfare schemes by the centre. Now, you can call this revdies, freebies, call it what you want, but there is a serious sort of fight that is on between central welfare schemes and state welfare schemes as to who is taking care of the poor masses better than the other. Weaknesses, of course, they have not projected any chief ministerial face, neither Vasundhara Raje, nor Shekhawat, nor Meghwal, many of whom may be asked to contest this time around is what we are being told. The weaknesses, price rise and unemployment. This, I guess, is true across the country as much as it is in Rajasthan, but price rise and unemployment are direct. It'll have a direct bearing on the record of the central government. And the opportunity, of course, is that history is on the BJP's side. If alternating patterns continue, then this time it would be the BJP's chance to form a government. Let me get a quick word in from Mr. Rajagopalan. The threat, of course, is this factional feud, but we'll get to that once the elections are done with and once if the BJP is in a position to form government. But Mr. Rajagopalan, you know, this whole welfare scheme versus welfare scheme. Mr. Gehlot starts cylinders at 500 rupees. Today, Ujjwala is available at 600 rupees. In a way, you know, when the framing is revdies and freebies and so on, everybody is doing it. Mr. Gehlot is doing it in Madhya Pradesh. Mr. Chauhan, he is banking big time on this Ladli Behna scheme, which is again 1,000 rupees or 1,500 rupees. The Congress is again introducing guarantees, including 1,500 rupees to all women. So, you know, it might be a race down the gutter fiscally and economically. It may not make sense, but every party is doing it, revdi or no revdi.
Jaga, first of all, I want to congratulate you and thumbs up to the studio. The best studio, and I gave a clap.
Thank you.
The reason being, you have done extremely well the graphics, especially Rahul Shivashankar's, narration. Apart from that, now I come to the crux of the problem. Sanjeev has elaborated it very well. I go a little step ahead of that. My understanding of Rajasthan, though I am not expert like Mr. Sanjeev Srivastava, my understanding is Narendra Modi's tall popularity, and quietly they have introduced Gajendra Singh Shekhawat. So we have to watch Gajendra Singh Shekhawat in Rajasthan politics. Why BJP is slowly projecting him? Are they going to take away one Scindia? Because Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan have a Scindia connection. Even in Rajasthan, if Vasundhara is removed, in Madhya Pradesh, Jyotiraditya will be projected. So therefore, new faces for 2024, they are now making efforts in the assembly elections because half of them have been reduced. So at least some 12 MPs have been given seats for the MLA. That shows open for 2024. Second important aspect, you all discussed about, Ashok Gehlot, Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. the Madhya Pradesh picked up with Dhirendra Bhimachari, the type of, that Swamiji, who is a very young, preacher of Hinduism. But suddenly that
Dhirendra
Uday,
Shastri, that's his name, yeah.
Dhirendra Shastri. But the Sanatana Dharma of Udayanidhi smashed that. And a telephone call from 10 Janpat to Anna Adivalayam DMK headquarters goes slow on that. So these are all certain factors. On the top of it, you or Rahul did not mention about Ram Mandir. It started from today, December 24th, January 24th, run up to that Ram Mandir. Plus, final point, Jaka, the winter session of Parliament is also being advanced as a special session. Will winter session be held? Because during campaign period, the Parliament may not be held or may be held, we do not know.
Correct. Okay, we'll see how that plays out. Generally, they don't have the sessions of the House when campaigning is going on, but we'll see if an exception is made this time around. I'm going to